Hey, so this is kind of unbelievable to even be recording right now, but I hit 100,000 subscribers, and that feels so stupid and so unreal to even say out loud. I just want to say thank you to everyone who watches my stuff, because you're the reason that I'm able to keep doing this. You're the reason why this could turn into a career for me and not just some fun thing that I do for a while. I've been doing this for like a year and a half, and I would love nothing more than to just keep on going and getting better and better. I want to keep growing and making better and better videos for everyone. And to everyone who watches my videos, I just want to say thank you so much. This week we're going to do a couple of videos to celebrate this milestone. Today is a Q&A, and Friday there's going to be me reacting to some embarrassing video that I'm excited to show you, and I feel like you're gonna like it. I asked for questions on my Instagram and Twitter, but feel free to comment some down below and I'll try to get to everyone eventually. And also there were some questions about more like personal stuff about myself, and I want to have a nice little barrier between YouTube me and personal real life me. And so if I didn't answer your question, that's probably why, but if I didn't answer your question and you don't think it's personal, then just drop it down below, and I probably just skipped it on accident. So what inspired me to make my channel? It was a creative outlet. I just had this love for music and a bunch of other things, and I wanted some place to talk about it and share my opinions with people. Do I have a favorite video of mine? It would probably be my video essay on the indie film Columbus, and that is the smartest that I will ever sound on this YouTube channel. My favorite act that I listen to a lot, but I'm not going to make a video on them because it doesn't fit the demographic of my channel. I don't think that question really applies for me because I do make stuff about the musicians that I like, even if I don't think they're going to get a lot of views. Like, I feel like the best example would be some of the folk musicians that I've made videos about, and then they get 2,000 views. And so clearly I know that videos about musicians that are low-key folk people aren't gonna get views, but I tend to make them anyway sometimes. Favorite video game all time, I would probably say Super Smash Bros. Melee. I've played a lot of FIFA in my day, and right now I play more Fortnite than I would probably want you guys to know. Favorite actress, actor, and director, probably the Coens for the director, Joaquin Phoenix for the actor, and Amy Adams for the actress. Favorite soundtrack from a video game, I don't really play a whole lot of like different video games. I know people would say like BioShock and Super Mario and stuff like that, but I haven't really played a ton of video games. And so I made a video about how good I think the soundtracks are in FIFA, so just all the FIFAs, I guess. My most disappointing album ever, it would honestly probably be Ye, because Kanye is my idol. If you are a fan of my channel, you would probably know that by now. And Ye is the first time when I listened to a Kanye album and I kind of disliked it as much as I liked it. Like, it's 50-50. So that was pretty shocking for me because everything else seems perfect in my mind. Songs I want to listen to before I die. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Like, do you know something that I don't? I don't know, something pretty, I guess. Some Bon Iver or Sufjan, maybe Holocene. Best concert was Kanye on the Yeezus tour. Favorite Tame Impala song? I feel like it's kind of basic, but feels like we only go backwards. Top 3 movie soundtracks? That would probably be pretty easy. Little Shop of Horrors, Inside Llewyn Davis, and either Oh Brother Where Art Thou or La La Land. If I was gonna listen to one song for the rest of my life, I would want it to be something long. Fishman's The Long Season. Favorite rock band from a non-English speaking country, and this is, I don't know a whole lot. I don't listen to as much foreign music as I should, so probably Chai. My favorite movies are No Country for Old Men, The Social Network, Little Shop of Horrors, Paddington 2, Fargo. Favorite Death Grips and Radiohead album? The honest answer would probably be The Money Store and OK Computer, but those are boring answers. So Ex-Military and In Rainbows. Favorite artist right now, I've been listening to a whole lot of Racoma. I talked about them in the most recent episode of Great Songs You Might Not Know. Favorite things to do besides listening to music, I play soccer 4 times a week, so watching and playing. And then I like going to the movies a lot. Will Hazard have a breakthrough season with Real Madrid? Of course he will, because he's so talented and he's exactly what they need. A creative, incredible player that can score and assist like Ronaldo, but he's a lot less selfish than Ronaldo. You got games on your phone? I actually do. I have a catchphrase app because I love playing little games like that. And then the other week I was feeling very nostalgic, so I downloaded this Yu-Gi-Oh game, and it's actually really fun. What's my fashion sense like? I would describe myself as someone who cares about style and what I look like, but I still have no idea. So somebody who cares but doesn't really know what they're doing. Underrated food, I've been putting onions on everything lately, and I probably smell bad, but it tastes so good. I love adding onions to all my sandwiches and pasta and stuff. Biggest pet peeve? I don't really know. I don't like when people talk about things and say they don't like them if they haven't actually tried them. I'm a pretty quiet person in general, and I like my alone time, so I don't like when people are super, super loud and obnoxious and ruining everyone else's time. And the next question is, if I could change one thing about the world, that kind of leads into it too, is to just like leave people alone. Everyone is far too hateful. Where's the leak, ma'am? Well, the only thing I have to say to that is, can I dance? In true white guy fashion, I can do the worm really well, but I can only do it backwards. So, I don't know. What do I think Christian Pulisic's role will be in the Chelsea squad? I think that's really up for him to decide. He's only 20 and obviously has so much potential, but he hasn't really started cashing it out yet, and this is the perfect opportunity for him to truly make a name for himself, because there's so many people saying that he's only on the club for jersey sales and stuff like that, but he's a really good young player, and he's great at scoring, he's great at assisting, and it's up for him to decide. I don't think he'll be a leader by any means, but he could be that one guy that can change the game in a second, like Hazard, but I know he's not going to be Hazard. If I could be transported to anywhere in time and history, what would I do? I don't know, going to Live Aid would be cool. Okay, so these are all questions that I just don't have answers to. Have I heard of the Pollen playlist? Do I have an opinion on Sam STS and thoughts on No Wave? I don't know what those things or those people are. What do I think this generation of music will be considered in the future? Sort of like classic rock, how we think about it back then. I don't know what that means. Like, classic rock isn't really a genre, is it? Like, it's just sort of more of a time period. I don't know, like, it seems arbitrary. Like, it doesn't really matter what the name will be. Will Old Town Road beat the record? Sure. And who will transition into rock/rap? And I don't know, I feel like the best answer for that is Drake, because he's a culture vulture and latches onto whatever sound is popping at the time. What artist do I think has great music but sucks at live performances? I haven't been unhappy with anyone that I've seen live. I remember when I saw Snail Mail, her voice was like super strained, but she had been doing shows nonstop, and I don't really blame her for that. What aspect of music makes me love it so much? And it's the biggest like emotional driver in my life. Like, music can change my mood in a second, and so to have so many different options, so many different ways to feel, I feel like that's an amazing thing, and I always want to find different ways to feel. Underrated genre, I feel like you could go to my video about country music, because stadium country music is horrible, but a ton of country music is amazing. What albums got me into music? I had a interesting childhood, being that my dad would constantly be playing like the Beatles and stuff, so Abbey Road, the White Album primarily, and then my brother got me into like good rap music at a very, very young age, so College Dropout, Blueprint, stuff like that. What was the spark that got me into a love of music? I feel like that's just more of my personality, that with the things that I do like, I just kind of obsess about them, whether it be music, movies, or soccer. Primarily, like, those are my big three things, and I'm very much the guy that wants to know everything about all of them. With music, I want to know when the albums came out, who they're by, all the lyrics. With the movies, I want to know who the director is. I want to be able to name the cast, when it came out. With soccer, I want to know where every player, the country where they're from, the history of the club, whatever. What music collab do I want to see? I know it just kind of happened with Short King's Anthem, but I want to see Tiny Meat Gang on more actual songs, like less joking, more just like actual rap songs. And I feel like them collabing with Lil Nas X would be the funniest thing in the world. Opinion on Rich Brian, I think usually he's fine. I like him, but I don't love him. But that new single that he just released is amazing, like oddly enough. Do I personally want to make any music, and if so, what kind? I have thought about it, and I don't know, it's not something that I've looked into too much, but it's something that I, obviously because I love music so much, there's part of me that would want to try and do it. And I've written stuff before, and I can like toy around with instruments that you give me, but I haven't really tried yet. What kind would I make? Probably something in the vein of modern baseball and the front bottoms. Who is overrated? I don't really like that term because it's about other people's opinions and not your own. What do I expect from the new Brockhampton album? I guess something a little bit more polished and focused than Iridescence, than Arizona Baby, because in that interview that Kevin did recently, he talked about the fact that people didn't react the way to his recent albums that he hoped they would, and that they might have been a little bit rushed. So I don't know. Would I ever consider reviewing fans' music? Yes, because I want to help give people that platform, the ones that like really, really need it. But like Fantano already has that series, and I thought of it right as he was doing that, and so I don't want to just like bite off of him, I guess. What are my expectations and predictions for music in 2020? I would probably just say more meme music is the easiest guess there. What's an album slash song slash artist that I can't listen to anymore? I like because I played it too much or because something happened to them. I don't really know what that means. Would I consider expanding my means of operation and hiring people? If I had enough money to do so, I probably would, but I would obviously want to stay very connected. I would still probably want to come up with all the ideas and write them, but it would be interesting to see if I had somebody do my graphics because I'm not very good at that stuff. Am I a cat person or a dog person? I'm a huge dog person. Favorite artist slash band of the 90s? I don't really know what that means because I don't know if you're looking for someone that is like definitively like, oh, a 90s artist, like a one-hit wonder or something, but I could just give you like Weezer or Radiohead or something, or Green Day, I don't know. Is there a recent album that I didn't like at first, but then it grew on me? I didn't love Hozier's most recent project at first, but the more I listen to it, the more I enjoy it. What do I think is like the best way to listen to music? I feel like that will change depending on the day, depending on my feeling. Like sometimes with a certain album, it could just be me with some nice headphones on, sitting in bed, not thinking about anything else. Other times it would be blaring it in my car. Other times it would be listening to it at a concert. I don't know. Any jazz albums that I've been liking as of late? Jazz is certainly something that I'm not really too equipped to talk to. I don't really know a whole lot about it. But the artists that I do like, and I know that I like, would be Dave Brubeck and Snarky Puppy. What are my thoughts on cancel culture? I think it is good when it's something serious. Like if somebody's racist or violent, I would want to know about it, and I would stop consuming their stuff right away because I don't want to support and further their careers, whatever. But when it's like somebody had one bad tweet from when they were 16 years old and they lose their career from it, then that's not great. Can I enjoy music casually anymore, or do I feel the need to analyze everything? I don't think it's too different from when I did not have a YouTube channel, because I was still analyzing everything anyway. From when I was 10 years old, I was analyzing albums and trying to like see what was better than everything else and get really into it. I think the better answer for that for me is to talk about movies and Letterboxd, because it does happen that when I'm watching a movie, I'm like, oh, what am I gonna rate this on Letterboxd? So that kind of messes me up, where I don't want to be thinking about how good the movie is while the movie's happening. You know what I mean? So again, if I did not get to your question, or you just want to ask more questions down below, feel free to. I'm gonna try to answer everything that I can. And I just want to say thank you so much. This is a truly ridiculous milestone that I did not think I would ever hit, and you are the sole reason for this. Like, everyone watching, you are the reason that I hit 100,000 subscribers. That is insane to say out loud. So thank you so much. Another weird 100K video on Friday, and then we'll be back to regular programming after that. So thank you again. I'll see you soon.